feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride no
It's 3:00 though, so he would have to do the interview in the morning. He's probably gonna get. I don't know if he's in New York now, but they were down to do the interview. So he had hit me saying the Breakfast Club had banned him. I'm like, I don't think they did. He said they did, and I'm kind of heating up, but they want to fuck with me. And I said, give me a second. I said, I've never asked Charlemagne for a favor ever, but I'm gonna call him, and I'm gonna say, Charlemagne, everything cool? If could you do me a favor and just put him on the Breakfast Club? And Charlemagne, it wasn't even a favorite because he was like, no, we'll interview him. It's fine. And then all the dates that he picked end up changing. So, I don't know. But yeah.
Yo, Ak, man.
Who that?
Yo, Ak, this Pierre, I'm gonna just say my name, man. I've been watching you since I was a kid, gang. It felt like I didn't grew up with your ass for real.
How old are you?
No cap. I'm 25.
Well, what you mean since you were a kid? Like I gotta see how many
I
years.
feel like since I was like 17, 18. I can name when I started watching you too. I remember when Lil Boom was roasting Juliana. But I've been watching you since then.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And I'm gonna keep it a being with you, chat. I promise y'all, if I cut the camera off, I'm crying, but I'm not crying. These are all memories I feel like we've just built that sometimes we're just going on with life, like we really forget. Like, I exactly know when you started watching it. But yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but man, I've been watching you since that time, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like just watching your videos and seeing you grind and like you go up, it's like I know you already. That's why I'm just like comfortable talking to you like this.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know you, but I know you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like just seeing you grow and everything and doing everything in your lane. You being outside and you just being you. I fuck with it. I'm gonna give you your props. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be trying to play on your top on the internet. I'm gonna always give you your credit. And I also got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is you going to the Adam 22 fight? Because I'm gonna go. If y'all go, if some chat niggas pull up, I'm gonna go.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I gotta go. Yo, it's so crazy. So tomorrow.
I swear to God, I'll go if you go act. I swear to God.
All right.
Let me know.
Okay, all right, you want to know if I'm going to go? All right, I'm going to give it 100%. So tomorrow, it look like Aiden's in New York. I don't even know if, I might even call 6 Hours stream. I think maybe, because 6 Hours.
It's 6 Foot Viper, bro.
Oh, shit. Viper, what up? Hold on, Viper, give me 1 second. So yo, I'm gonna talk to Aiden tomorrow about it because not only if I go, I gotta commentate that fight, bro. Like, yo, I gotta do play-by-play. Like, I can't go there and just watch like I'm cool. I gotta give the play-by. Yo, Adam is fighting the guy who fucked his wife. Like, bro. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Video too.
Wait. Adam is fighting.
Hey, I want to
fighting
like,
Jason Love.
Yes, Jason.
He's fighting Jason Love.
Yes,
he's fighting Jason Love.
Also, you gotta put me on.
Listen, I fucking love Jason Love. Seriously,
whoa,
and
whoa,
I
hold
can't
on
wait
now.
to watch this.
Whoa.
Hey, whoa.
What? Hold on, wait a minute.
Gotta get booted.
Whoa, no. Hold on.
Yo, Act, you gotta tell Aiden Ross to put me on brand risk, bro. He told me he would, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, Stone.
Please.
What you mean you love Jason Love? Like
I love Ack. I follow him.
Wait, you follow him on where?
I follow him on Instagram.
I mean,
on Instagram.
That's like saying you love the Punisher.
No, he's definitely not. First of all, ill. Jason Love is prime cut meat. Like, stop it.
Wait, hold on.
Like, that's good
meat.
And by the way, extra pause with me asking this question. Yo, extra pause with me asking this question. But wait.
Hey, y'all, hang on. Hang on. Whoever is adding people to the stage, can you stop? There's too many people on the stage.
Slow down, guys. That's what I was gonna say. Slow down on the add-in.
Okay. Hey, do women have favorite male porn stars?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm just taking word
I,
for it.
back in the day, I used to love. I don't know. I don't want to show my age, but yeah, I used to love Mr. Marcus
Oh,
until I found
stop it,
out. Like,
man! Stop it,
The niggas
man!
don't even know the male
Oh,
porn star
not the
name.
New
Keep
York
saying
Yankee
Tino.
hat and the Tims.
Stop.
yeah.
Stop.
Echo, sorry.
Yo,
Listen,
yo,
but then
yo! What's that guy that's in that he extra buff, but he be dancing and like Adam be beefing with him? The guy he's from like L.A. Like he got arrested before though. Somebody got know what I'm
damn,
Oh, you
I
talking
don't
talking
about.
know who
about
that
Mike?
is.
You
Brian
talking about
Pumper.
nigga?
You talking about Brian
Yeah,
Pumper, ain't you,
wait,
man?
you like Brian Pumper too?
Oh,
Oh hell no,
Why
that's not
not?
my type of man. No, he's too like he talked too much. Like, yeah, no, I
he's too
don't.
sassy. He the
Yeah,
soldier
he
boy of
rap.
porn
I
stars.
don't need no nigga rapping and being a porn star. Like, pick a lane.
So Jason Love
So
ain't
you
no
wouldn't fuck
dude.
with Sauce Walker, basically. Okay, okay.
Jason Love, you see Jason Love how tall he is? That's like what?
You fucking with Gucci third leg?
No,
Wait, hold
I
on.
need to
So,
get my
You
porn game.
wild, bro.
wait. So,
no.
so what does it mean? Like, so if you're fucking, so if you rock with him, like, are you watching like his scenes? Like, what's the
You know what's
fascinating thing?
funny? No, I only seen him like 3 times in the porn. Like, I just love looking at him. I think he's attractive. I think he's a beautiful man.
Okay.
I don't like watching him fuck them white girls, so I don't watch his porns. No.
I want my girl to speak to me like she speaks about this man right here, y'all. This love right here.
I love what he be cooking and shit. Y'all don't even know this man got talent. Like,
Wait, you watching
We
a
talking about
porn
Jason
star
Love?
cook? Nah, this is getting out of
yeah,
hand.
he be cooking on his page sometime on his IG.
Wait, hold on. What about some of the chat niggas? I heard they got some chefs in here. What about them though? What's
I've
about them?
never heard anybody say anything. The chat niggas love making music. So if there are some chefs, I don't know.
I
They
can
didn't
Mike
throw
is
tell
a
a
me.
chef.
I
That boy,
definitely
that boy
heard,
Mike,
bro.
he's a
I'm from
chef, man.
Sebastian, they could cook.
Oh,
X
you
oh,
can
still
I'll
cook?
pop this
remembering.
microwave real quick for
Yeah.
you, baby.
Hey,
Oh,
X still remembering Dreamy, bro. Dreamy cook his ass off for real.
Dreamy with the deep voice.
Yeah. Dreamy a
Yeah,
chef for real.
Dreamy is sous chef.
I did
Yeah,
not know Dreamy could cook. As long as
yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's get some more questions through. Come on.
Hey, I got a
yeah,
question
guys,
for you,
come
bro.
on.
Yo,
I got a
I got
question for you.
What's
Hold
up?
on,
Zach,
hold
I got
on.
a question, bro.
Let's go.
Go ahead, Primo.
I got
Yo,
a
X.
question. I got like it's like an industry like type of
Mhm.
question. I really want to ask like with the position that you are like in the industry now, like you got a lot of equity. So like at this point or in the next 5 to 10 years, do you feel like you or people like you will have more influence than the labels?
Mm.
Uh, that's such an interesting question and a really good question, by the way. So I have to give you a nuanced answer.
Come
So
on with it.
in I'd probably say since about 3-4 years ago, I think I have more influence, technically, more than most labels, but they have more money that could buy more influence than just me. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so put it like this. Like I know this as a fact. There's artists that I don't like, we got into it for whatever reason and they don't understand how music works. Like put it like this. Like, without saying too much because niggas
Yeah, you
got to
can't.
eat.
Don't mess with
Me and Lil Baby's cool. But just think about this. There's a push recently to get him to wherever he need to get to. Because of me and his situation, the amount of money that I know was spent, but even, they threw it over here too. So it's like, yeah, I hope y'all are
That's
getting
that
it without me
influence.
getting it, without me saying it. The point is this. I'm one voice, right? And at the end of the day, the labels will look at it like, yeah, this guy's really important. But like, say it was a immovable beef, or like I just won't be cool, right? Like, obviously, and just for people to clarify, like, no, Lil Baby or whoever can't buy me out. Like, me and Raw Wave actually put us on the phone, and we kind of like made cooler heads prevail, and that turned into, because before shit, I was like, all right, well, you diss me on your album, shit, I'm gonna go up too, cool. And we eventually did talk. What I'm trying to say is that in situations like that, the labels, I can't say I'm more influential than all the labels or a label, even though just vocally I am, because if they spend their money, they could drown out my voice. They could turn, oh, he's just hating. Like, for example, so if I say, I don't know, you could pick whatever artist, I'm like, nah, this nigga, it's not it. If they're like, oh, okay, I got a beef with him, you know what they do? They're gonna spend more money to get everybody else to say it's X. Now, when I'm saying it's Y, people are just gonna look at it and say, yo, Ak, you're just hating. You get what I'm saying? So in reality, it's hard to defeat the labels. Yes, people have more influence and voice than the labels, but these labels, they will spend that money, and it's hard to beat the almighty dollar.
Well, can I ask you a second piece to that? Because it's so I agree. But do you feel like at some point that like if they were to say a label was to be like, okay, Act, I want to, your influence is so high that I just want to go with whatever Act says. Would you go with that, or that's just off the table? That's not even nothing you would think about.
What do you mean go with whatever I say?
Like, okay, a deal was to come your way where you're able to leverage your influence in a way that you're able to do what you want to do with the industry. Would you take that, or because they're putting the money behind you? Basically, you saying the money is kind of the bridge between that. If you could get the money behind you, would you step into that role?
Yeah, I would.
like an
W.
Ebro or something.
No, no, not
W.
no, no, not necessarily
Hey,
Ebro. So let me actually flush that out. Like when you hear me even speaking about what I think is a state of musicians, or I'm like, yo, artists should stay away from streams. I'm thinking like a label owner slash. I'm thinking like let's talk basketball. I'm thinking like a coach, a GM, and a president all in one. Now, here's the thing. The reality is that most, just like basketball, most signees, like you're kind of tied to certain stuff. There isn't that much latitude that you could really operate with. If I had that latitude where I feel like I could take chances, do this and third, and I could go with whatever I thought the industry was gonna go with, I would bet on that. I feel like, I know Blueface they don't listen to me, but I feel like I've been pretty accurate with certain stuff and pretty fair. You know what I mean? Like this is how I've made, you know, any type of noticeable gain into the industry where people are like, well, he did say this and he's good at breaking shit down and he's good at like analyzing or predicting the future. So I do that.
I call you Stephen A. Smith of music, bro. For real.
Nah, no
And
bullshit.
and that's a compliment. That's a
hey,
high
hey,
compliment. That's really a high compliment.
Nah, for
Um
real.
Nah,
appreciate
you
you.
earned that shit though, bro.
hey,
Like dead ass. Like your take on music, dead ass. I manage artists, bro. Like I dead ass use your ideology when it comes like to the industry for my like indie artists and like dead ass like earlier my artist was just like he was telling me earlier, he was like, man, accent artists should stay away from streaming and shit like that. Like, bro, like what does that mean for us? You know what I'm saying? Because I be telling my niggas, shit, we got the Twitch studio and shit, so it just kind of threw everybody for a loop. You know what I'm saying? But
And,
I
and
miss
by the
the
that's
way,
rappers.
I hope when
I miss
people
the
hear me
hey,
rappers
say
y'all,
that,
didn't
hey,
talk.
y'all,
when people hear me say that, I
hey,
I, I hope they build off your own individual strategy. Like when I'm trying to say that is like I'm looked at the game for the last year and I'm like, damn, it doesn't seem like these Twitch streams are helping people. I see people coming across from the stream saying, "Oh yeah, the artist is cool, but like he's doing too much to be cool," or "Oh nah, he's not that cool, he's corny," and I'm like, "Wait, what are we getting from this?" So that's where my opinion's coming from, and if you're thinking about that and you manage an artist, you should cognizantly think, okay, what are we selling, and think about it marketing wise. Yo,
nah, that's what I excel at.
Big
That's
and,
what
facts.
I
and
excel
I'm
at.
I'm gonna give you out the biggest jewel right now. I work with all these labels. When I go back to work with Atlantic, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we got a new president. We got a new SVP, senior vice president. We have a new this, a new that." You know who I never hear they say, "Oh, we have a new this," is the marketing people. Because at the end of the day, marketing is so important. Most of the stuff is marketing. So that's what I would say. Yes, these other
See,
figureheads are not as important as marketing. Music is majority marketing.
dead ass as a
Big
marketing director, I appreciate that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, cause I preach that shit. Dead ass.
It's
Like,
really hard
Yo, can
to.
I
Hey
ask a
y'all,
question?
hey y'all, hang on right quick. Ed, we got a chat queen. We got a
Oh,
chat
hey,
queen up
come
there.
on.
I want to speak to you right quick.
You got
Hey,
two
Big Ed.
Um,
actually.
oh, we got
Shout out
two.
to chat screens. Can y'all
Let
hear
the
me?
chat queens get it over. Hang on,
Hey,
let the
can you hear
chat
me?
queens. Hang on, let the chat
Okay, yes, sir.
queens speak right quick. Tay, you can speak.
Somebody muted.
Tay,
Hey, you got your mic on.
Don't be
yeah,
shy.
Mike, not on.
well, who the second one? They'll go.
Yeah,
They'll go
who's in
first.
there? Yeah.
Y'all go
Yo,
ahead.
y'all mind if I go?
Go
When I
ahead.
finish. Absolutely. For one, I just want to chime in on what AK just said. AK, you right. You is one person, but you got like 100K niggas behind you. You feel me? You got a whole platform. Like you built and you amassed a platform that is your pull. That's your leverage. That's your voice. So it may seem like you just one person, but relative to like the social media and the different like media platforms, the Shade Room, and Hollywood, all that shit, like they one platform with no face. It's like it gets pushed to the side, but you got a whole bunch of people with faces that's gonna speak on your behalf for you, XYZ type shit. So definitely think about that when you think about your pull and how much, like just like we see now, the streamers be having pull when it comes to like the mass and the media. Like people pay attention to what Kai and Speed say. So definitely that in mind.
I'll respond to that by saying, no, I absolutely do understand and recognize that. So the reason why I answer that question the way I did is that I value you guys, and I really think that I have the audience that I know y'all defend me. Like like I kind of compared y'all to Drake's audience a little bit, where I'm like, yo, niggas never knew Drake really had people who rock for him until niggas try to cancel him, right? So it's like a lot of my audience isn't the audience that's gonna be like, yo, we just love you, we're gonna praise you. No, my audience might be like, yo, act, you on some bullshit. Yo, they might have some jokes for me, it's all good. But whenever it's time, we're chat niggas. It is what it is. So I look at it like that, right? And for me, like I know we have a huge audience, but I know everybody who watches me has the brain power and that autonomy to be like, yeah, no, I rock with Act, but like that point, I don't like that much. And you guys, there's many people's audience, they go by whatever the creator says. And I don't think that's us. I think you guys kind of like analyze it and be like, yo, Act, we rocking with this and we not rocking with that.
You be on bullshit sometimes. I agree.
Of course.
Hey, Ag,
That's the great
Hey,
thing
can I
about
ask a
it.
agree
question?
that
Yo, you
your
Hold on,
guys
hold on, hold on,
audience
hold on.
is
disagreeing,
like,
but not leaving is the most important thing to me. Like, I would rather y'all be like, yo, Act, you know what? Y'all watch you every day, but you been tripping these last like 3 days. But I love you still, but you wildin'. And that shows just how far and how important our audience is, because I don't want y'all to agree with me on everything. I want y'all to challenge me.
Can I ask a
yeah,
question?
yo, Ag, I got a quick question for you real
What
quick.
up?
Would you agree that your audience might be so influential and like, they actually might move the needle because you've been building your platform before like the bot era kind of started?
No, 100%. Hey, by the way, here's the thing. What they try to give me credit for is really y'all. Like, they'll say certain things, and even when I hear it, I'll be like, yo, they give me a lot of power. But the power really isn't necessarily me. The power really resides on, hey, there's this conglomerate, this audience, this empire of like chat niggas that like when we're having discussions and when we have whatever, there's a trickle down effect. There's a trickle down effect that like largely happens from what we do. So of course, you know what I mean? When I hear that, I don't know if they internalize that to say this this power that they try to give me, I know it's really us. Because without if they didn't see numbers, right? If they didn't see like some effect, they would be like, shut this nigga up, get him out of here. And
Yeah, but the thing about it is that like your numbers actually feel real. You know, like when you some like it doesn't feel like it's bots. Like when you watch some of these other streamers and YouTubers, like you could tell that some of this shit is botted, you know?
hey, we're in a weird time. I'm glad you brought this up. Let me see who could. I forgot. Oh, actually, Fresh is in here. So I was hanging out with Fresh and Fit. I don't know if you guys really like him or care for him, but so I'm at Complex Con, and this is actually a good conversation because DDG was involved, and I remember saying, So I go to Complex Con. I got like 3 or 4 security, right? Complex knows as per the contract I signed with them because again I'm on the West Coast. I don't know who might pop up. They got to give me 4 to 5 security. So I'm walking around with like, I don't know if I seen the vlog. There was 9 security somewhere around me, right? And whatever, but you don't know what you might expect. It's not that I'm like bragging necessarily about that, but here's the point. So the convention center in Las Vegas, because I've done Complex Con a bunch of stuff. In Las Vegas, it's like a really cool convention center where it has this green room where it oversees the entire floor. And I'm watching the floor, like, because I showed up early the day when I was going to speak, but I also showed up when the day before, and I wanted to watch the crowd. I love crowd watching. And I remember saying to myself, I said, oh, they're going to have a bunch of streamers here. And obviously, I know I'm a streamer too, but like, it was like these, I could tell Complex was chasing the Twitch crowd. So I'm like, all right, cool. And for me, it was, let's see who brings out an audience. Now, I'm not going to say any names, but there was 5 streamers. I'm going to say the names that, is complimentary. When DDG went down there, it was a movie. Meaning, so DDG went down there, he's on stream. DDG had 200 people around him, just like swarming him, going crazy. I'll be honest, when Max went down there, Max just had people following him for like hours. He was streaming. Cool. And you'll understand why I'm saying this story. Because it's the first time I realized botting is a thing in real life. There was these streamers, and I won't call their names, but they get 20K or more. I watched them walk the floor, and nobody was following the streamer but the cameraman. To me, that was odd. I said, if this person is as popular as they claim to be, and we're in the demographic and audience that they appeal to, how come no one is even saying, hey, let's take a picture? Oh my God, this is so-and-so. That's when I realized I'm like, oh, there's a lot of body shit going on. It is what it is.
Yo, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hey,
My
wait, hey,
favorite.
wait a second. Hey,
All
wait a
right.
second. Hey Tay, you
Yeah,
can
can you hear me
you can
now?
talk now. All
Can
right,
you guys
yeah.
hear me
Hey,
now? Okay, perfect.
Oh, great.
What's up, academics? I've been watching you for a minute.
Oh, how are
My
you?
name is Tasia.
Okay, Tasia.
I'm Jamaican, but I'm also an artist.
Oh,
I don't know if
lit.
you know the song New York Girls by Chronic Law.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
girl's voice in the intro.
That's you?
That's me. That's me. Yeah.
Yo, I want to record that. I want that.
I did it like over the summer.
Did you know it was gonna be used for that, or you was just like working on the drop type
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah. My manager at the time had called me and he was like he wants an intro for a Chronic Law song. And I sent him like a couple voice messages, and then they picked that one.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Nah, yeah, great experience. Super dope.
Did you have a question?
No, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to introduce myself.
Oh, nice. Hey,
All right,
listen.
Yo,
I
Act,
got a
can I
question.
ask a
can I ask
question?
one question?
Oh, what's up?
So
So I
Yeah.
want
I'm
to.
gonna ask,
Oh,
I'm gonna ask you something that has to do with basically streams, and what we've seen with stream numbers as well. If you don't know that this year they're implementing a new rule with YouTube where YouTube streams will not count towards actual Billboard sales.
Yeah.
Um, with that being the case, how do you see that planning out for next year? And we've seen that it's easy to bot certain stuff where Doshi had more viewers than anybody like Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice. She was basically killing the whole entire female rap gang at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of those numbers were suspected to be bots. And with them cutting bots off like that, but boosting the worth of other bots like Spotify, um, Apple Music, all of those streams now hold more weight than they did in the previous quarter. With that
I
being
think they
said, and
made it
that
pretty
being
even.
something that we're taking into consideration, what does the next year look like for streaming?
Such an amazing question. But I'll make a somewhat, I'm joking about this, but this is real. So
Yeah, I
so
know.
so hold on.
I do at
Somebody got a hot mic.
Wait, hold on.
oh,
Let
that
me
might be me.
explain.
Hold on. Let me turn it down.
Let me explain. So botting right now is the equivalent of herpes. Okay? And this is gonna sound crazy, but watch the analogy. Botting is rampant, but we don't have 100% proof that no one's doing it. It's like they're like, yo, there's like 2/5 of people have herpes. And you're like, oh shit. So if it's 5 of us, 2 niggas in here got herpes. Nobody say they got it. It's one of those things where in reality, botting is way more pervasive, but getting proof of it is so hard. So it's gonna be the conversation of the time. So we're always gonna be like, is this real? Is that real? Here's the thing: these artists, they don't even feel the confidence to speak authoritatively to be like, yo, my shit is not botted. You know why? Maybe their manager botted it. Maybe the production company botted it. Maybe the label botted it. Or maybe they signed some campaign that they know them streams ain't actually real. And that's the problem with all this stuff. Because we're going to be in this era of finding out what's real and what's not real. And that's the issue.
So my question is, what does this mean for YouTube though? Like with them not counting anymore towards streams or towards a collective of sales. Like you have YoungBoy who has all of these sales and all of it is attributed to YouTube and him being the king of YouTube. With those sales not counting at all anymore, does does he topple? What happens?
This is going to get resolved by just book it April 1st. So, you got to realize these are publicly traded companies. These are strategic moves. It's not just somebody just winging it. And yeah, I believe this is going to get resolved because at the end of the day, artists want Spotify. Not Spotify, I mean YouTube. They want the engagement. They want everything that comes with it. And if that's not the case, it's not going to be too good. So I think it's going to get resolved in 90 days.
yo, Ed, can I ask my question?
Go ahead.
Can I be
Yeah, I got
next?
a question. So, are you gonna be covering the Dirk trial? And then also, if Dirk somehow beats the case, like how much bigger of an artist do you think he would possibly be?
100% will be covering the Dirk case. How big of an artist? I mean, it was already a huge artist. It definitely would be like this A-lister, of course. But
Do you think this might be crazy, but do you think like he would fuck with Young Thug? I don't think so.
hmm.
If you go like based off the interview that he did with you, based off what he said, if you add that to it. Young Thug makes sense for them to mess with each other.
I honestly don't know.
Hey yo, hey
Can
yo,
I
Hold on.
ask
yo,
you
I
a
wanna.
question?
I'm a big fan from Sweden, bro. Can I ask you a question?
Wait, no, no, wait, just hold that question for 1 second. The reason why I said I don't
Yes.
know about Dirk, and I sat with Dirk about 2 to 3 years ago, and I believe every word he said was sincere. I do believe that people now realize that, you know, these other entities that are providing whatever, like, I think Dirk would feel stupid being in this world. Yeah, you care about yo. When Dirk looked at me in my eyes when we were at the Waldorf in LA and we were doing that interview, bro, I could tell he was crying on the inside. He said, "I hate snitches. They took my father away from me." I don't know, and I wouldn't say, oh, definitely he would be fucking with these people, but I don't think he would be in an interesting position because I don't think these people give a fuck about what he's into.
Yeah. I gotta ask you one more question. This kind of like off script a little bit,
Hmm.
but I know you do like your little construction thing. That's something that I want to get into like in a couple months. Would you ever like make a channel for that or anything? Or
I will. I will. I mean, I could go a little bit more in depth in the plans that I have for it. But it would be a little bit doxing myself. But yes, like that's the goal. You know what I mean? It's my mental peace. It's obviously I think about hip hop all day. Yo, I go to sleep with what's going on in our culture on my mind, and I wake up with it on my mind. Sometimes it feels like I'm not even getting enough sleep. So like for
yeah,
anyone who feels like you know this isn't important, like Kai Cenat needs a hobby. Trust
yeah,
me. You need something to be like, hey, listen, I'm about to go walk outside or I'm about to go do this. And whatever that's going on in the world that's really important to me just doesn't matter.
yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I
yo,
want to say one more thing. It's not a question, but I'm a streamer, and then a couple days ago, I did like my top six dream guests, and you were one of them because I watch you a lot. So I just want to say, keep going and
Wait, you said I was
been great.
one of your top what?
Like my top six dream guests, you were one of them.
Who are the others?
Uh, Javante Davis, Charleston White, Lil Durk. I forgot the other two. Honestly,
Mm,
there were two more, but I forgot the other two.
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day I can make that happen for you, all right?
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
100%.
Ag,
Yes,
man,
hey
I
yo,
got a
I'm a
real
big
question
I'm a
for you,
big
I
fan
got
bro.
from
I got a
Sweden, bro.
question
Can I
for
ask
you.
you
Hey
a
yo,
question?
Real shit, real shit. Nah, nah, nah,
yo,
real
let
shit,
me
bro.
go after this, Sweden.
I,
Yo,
yeah, bro.
this all 2026, bro. We need your style to come better, Ag. What's good with
Like,
that?
you
Playboy Cardi gave you the best outfit you ever had, bro.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, so did I tell y'all that so the outfit he gave me, right? I'm about to put it on like this mannequin behind me. And I'm kind of cherishing it, but is it the best style ever? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like baggy a bit. Like, obviously he didn't know my size at first, but like, are you telling me that's the best outfit I've ever worn?
Yeah,
The
no,
best
skin
outfit
tight
you ever
sweats ain't
had,
it no
bro.
more.
I ain't gonna cap,
I
Ag. I'm a stylist. I've been trying to connect with you. I've been talking to Leave, Kyrie,
really.
Wale. Bro, it's hard to really like get in contact with you, even for them boys. But I'm just like really want to work with you. Like, I feel like you could be like one of the flyest journalists, but you don't try at all,
Yo,
bro.
I
It's
feel like
like,
they hate me so much no matter what I do. Like, they won't give me credit. By the way, hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna show y'all Mannequindemics, who's gonna be rocking the Cardi fit permanently and behind me soon. He's unclothed right now, so like don't really get mad at him. But I did buy a mannequin. This is how serious I took it. This is his upper body, so he's not decapitated or nothing. All right, I'm serious. Y'all gotta
yeah,
look. Look.
bro.
Yo, he right
I mean,
here.
do you feel like you want to go
Yo,
harder for the style?
he right here. I know you can't see his bottom half and shit. Oh, I'm like choking him out. Pause. Hey, this actually this look kind of gay. Hold on, let me just let him say it. It's kind of like a little gay me holding that nigga like that. But it's a dude. But yeah, now he gonna be rocking a Cardi fit. He gonna be back there. It's a whole thing, and he stand up. Trust. Feel me? All right, gang. All right, bro. But yeah, no.
Y'all got a question?
I'm putting the Cardi fit on him, which I definitely felt like I should have kept there was Cardi gave me some chrome heart glasses. I should have kept it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I
Yes,
just feel like all 2026, I feel like your style needs to come harder. Do you feel like, how do you feel about that? Because I'm not even gonna lie, even Joe Budden, that's for somebody that's like his age, he's still going
Joe
hard.
style
You
his
feel me?
ass. Joe styles ass. Hey, hold on. I ain't gonna lie to you. And well, this is not a backhanded compliment. This is a real nigga compliment. The best I've ever thought my fit was. I remember when Complex gave us a stylist for, I forgot it was like a photo shoot or something. Yo, there was this gay dude. Yo, he had me dripping. Pause. Oh, that sounds crazy. Like, you know what I mean though. No, not like
Hey,
that. Not like,
yo.
Nah,
hey,
yo,
I
like,
know.
nah, there be
Pause.
some
Yo, this nigga was
stylists that's
nice.
like,
I
you
mean,
know,
pause.
it's all
Like,
good.
not like that. Yo, he hooked me up with a fit. I'm like, this nigga, like, he know drip. Like, because sometimes, like, people will have you dressed in some shit and you're like, you don't feel comfortable. I'm like, yo, the dude picked out the right shit. I can't even lie to you. Like, no gay stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, everybody in the chat. Yo, no, chill.
Well, shit, I'm gonna definitely be trying to connect back with Leaf and Wale and let you know if they like, you know what I'm saying? If you still definitely want to do that, if you definitely want to upgrade the style. I be working with 41 and Bossman
Oh,
D-Lo,
for real?
Chow Lee.
Wait, are you the one who styled Bossman D-Lo when he was on the couch?
That's crazy. Nah, hell nah. Definitely had nothing to do with that.
Yo, my man, yo, this is my man's finest work.
That's crazy.
This
That's
is
crazy
finest
work.
work right here, Chad.
Yo, Big Ag, let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah, let the boy from Sweden ask you a question, man.
Yo, it's good.
Yes, back. I'm a big fan. First of all, bro, love your content.
No love, brother. Thank you.
I have two questions for you, bro.
Fire away.
The first one is, why did Carti pull the feature from Drake?
You said why did who? Cardi?
Why did Playboy Carti? Yeah, you never told on stream. You was sort of alluding to it, but you never really said it.
Oh, pull what feature from Drake?
The No Face one.
Oh. Yeah. That's a good question.
Two for chat niggas, bro.
I don't know if I can say, man. I don't know if I can say. I mean, that's a great question. And by the way, trust me, I was very like I want to be 100 and just say it, but like I just know everybody's going to spread it everywhere, and it's like it's not nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know.
Come on,
We
man.
don't know.
Come
You
on,
gotta
one
say it,
time for
We
the
bro.
want to
chat.
ask a big
A
You
guy.
gotta say it, bro.
little leak, you know? Little leak.
Hey, give us a little bit, Act, just a little bit.
Yeah, that's why we support you, man. You got all the industry tea.
All right, y'all want it? All right, you know. Listen, I fuck with the chat. This is only for the chat. Like when I talked to Cardi about it, this was the what song was he gonna be on?
No face.
No face, right?
Sliding
No
around.
face. And Super Soak.
Okay. Was it a Super Soak song?
No, it
I,
was no
I
face,
thought I
bro.
heard you say he was
No
supposed to be
face.
on Super Soak with
That's
him and
sliding
Yachty.
around.
Yardi was on Super Soak.
Wait. No face. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Maybe I should just like not say nothing.
Is it Kanon?
Nah, bro, go ahead, bro. You done already started it up.
Oh, it's K9, man.
It was SOD too. Is it?
Yeah, and Super Soak.
SOD, Super Sub. Yeah, that jump.
Nah, SOD was with Lil Yachty, bro.
Yeah, but he said Cardi was supposed to be on there too, bro.
No. I
Oh,
think it
okay.
was No Face. All right, so all right, I'll just say this,
Hmm.
and love to Cardi and love to Drake. When I talked to Cardi about it, the No Face thing, according to what he told me, he said I was down to be on it. The reality is, he said, "Yo, he gets the track. Drake is dissing his homies, and he's like, yo, bro, he's not trying to be in that, bro. Like that's really what he told me. He's like, yo, dog. He's like, yo, I can't be on a track where like I feel like you're dissing my peoples. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't know. You go back and we could go back and look at the lyrics. I guess I don't know. Is he dissing the EXO niggas? Because obviously cool with. He just went on tour with Weekend, right?
Let's
Yeah,
break it
that's what
down.
I was gonna
So
say.
it's
Who
like,
is he dissing?
bro, it's No
Let's break it
Face.
down.
It's nigga. That's what he told me, nigga. Y'all niggas break it down. Like clearly, listen to the fucking lyrics. Clearly, Drake is taking shots in it. He's trying to say, I'm not trying to look like a goofy being on a track where niggas is like if you're like, he would be down to be on a track that Drake ain't dissing people. He felt Drake, whatever. So he's like, yo, bro, he's not trying to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's cool. Like, what do you want
But
me to do? What do
if
you?
That's
So,
solid though.
so is
That's
their
solid.
relationship repairable or what? Because we needed Cardi and Drake like hit
I
like
answered
dead
one
ass.
question, brother. I don't know about the other questions you're asking.
but why
Yeah,
would Drake
What?
put Cardi in that situation knowing he managed by OVO? Don't you think
No,
that's
he's
kind of
managed
like
by XO.
a divide and conquer?
Now he's managed by XO, and I understand that too. It's like, dog, like
Or yeah, that's what I meant. XO.
it's like, yo, if you put him on a track, I understand that. Now, granted, I would hope that's communicated between them, right? But yeah, if you ask me to get on a track and I listen to the track and I'm like, oh, you're dissing my guys, I get why it might not be,
Nah,
That's
that's
almost
understandable.
like Thug
Hey,
getting.
hey, well,
Yo,
sitting
last
here.
question, Ak.
Yo, I got a question.
Yeah, yo, let me go after.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ak.
Let,
yeah.
let,
No,
So,
hey,
Yeah, come
new
on.
The cat,
question.
Hey,
Let somebody else go. Let somebody else go.
Hey,
the cat
Sweden,
just
okay.
we gotta switch. We gotta go to the next person. Sweden.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
yo,
we
let me
got to
yo, let me
switch.
let
thanks.
me go ahead.
yo
I
big
want to ask.
yo big
Hey,
head.
yo, big shout out, academics. Wagwan Act. You the
Anyway,
goat. You know that. Yo, Act. I want to ask you something about hip hop because when I look at like Sabrina Carpenter and a lot of the pop acts, they have no problem creating household names in like 8 years, 7 years type shit.
mm-hmm.
What is going on with the hip hop industry to where we we not getting no household name? The Sabrina Carpenters is doing 350 the first week on the low. Jay-Z, he invested 500 million into the fucking the K-pop. That shit is moving. What the fuck is going on with the hip hop marketplace to why we not getting no big superstars right now?
No, I think we got big superstars. Here's a problem when it comes to hip hop. Most of these people we're talking about and like we're hyping them up, they sell product. Like, yeah, hip hop, we're still only selling streaming. So in hip hop, people are like, oh, we stream and then we just go to perform at Rolling Loud. Like, the reality is that there's much more to be done because the consumer, if they like it, they want to do more, right? Like a lot of these people, they only do merch when they're on tour. So there's a lot of stuff left behind, and you know, respectfully, if people feel like um, there isn't enough, you know, there's a lot more to be accomplished. Let's just say that. So, like for example, Sabrina. All right, let me show you an interesting stat. Most streamed artists of 2025. This is very important for y'all to know, right? So the top stream. Let's go. Okay. The top 10 artists globally. Okay? So these are the top 10 artists globally, right? So it's Bad Bunny, Taylor Swift, The Weeknd, Drake, Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar, Bruno Mars, Ariana Grande, some person, and then Forza Regina, right? What you're gonna realize is that like, is Sabrina Carpenter in that or no? a lot of these artists, when we think about pop, they're not the biggest streamers, right? Like, of course, like Taylor is, but like not all of these artists. Most of them are selling product. They're bundling. They're like, hey, listen, buy this ticket and this, buy this shirt and this. In hip hop, I think it's almost became too cool. Like we became too cool to sell stuff. Like 21 Savage just put out a project, and he didn't sell nothing. He was just like, yo, just pre-save my album. That's it. Yo, Taylor drops an album, and then she drops 40 DLC packets or like, re-ups, and she's just showing you the other ways to make money. And that's a big deal if you ask me. So like,
But my fault, bro.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but she's a household name. Like, I'm talking about the press building that artist asset to where the public is their household names to where they could sell shit like that. Our hip hop artists, we ain't seeing them get those types of rollouts, those types of looks that's gonna catapult them to be household name to do those merch.
21 Savage, his house on there.
Yo,
What?
hey,
What just happened? Hey, look. Hey,
by the way,
Ed.
I definitely
For the
get you with
people,
that.
hang on, y'all.
Hey,
For
hold
the
on.
people on the stage, we still got 40 requests of people that's trying to come up. So we're gonna have to move it along, get more people up here. So y'all get y'all questions.
I'm ready to ask my question.
Hey, by the
Yo,
way,
I got a question real quick. I've been up here for like
wait, hold
20 minutes.
on. Let me just wrap that last thing up. So, in reality, streaming these days doesn't really benefit, or not necessarily benefit, but it's not like these wild numbers that showcases that Sabrina Carpenter is more popular than most hip hop artists. Is that these days that they do a better job of packaging these people to be, pop stars, as opposed to when it comes to hip hop, like, we only care about first week sales, not overall sales. So like, labels don't spend money beyond a certain place. Stuff get leaked more than others, so they don't spend money on this. So in reality, you get to realize that it's not that Sabrina Carpenter is so lit, is that there's a lot more things at play. Anyhow, go ahead.
Yo, salute, you the goat, my bro.
How you doing?
Big ass.
Yo,
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Right on, big brother. I just wanted 30 seconds of your time. I remember a post that you had posted about X Stacion and how you pretty much discovered
Could you repeat?
him,
I missed that.
and you were saying that that it's rare to find. I was saying that I know how you were saying that how you discovered Extacion and how it's rare for you to find another artist that's unique like that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, for sure. So I just wanted I shared what I got with Charleston. He was like, nigga, you a star, nigga. What you doing? You know how he crazy. So I want to just share with you. I already talked 15 seconds. So if I got 15 seconds left, can I just share what I got with you real quick?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. I play the guitar, so you hear guitar in the background.
All right, bro. I ain't trying to hear your guitar game. Chill, fam.
Swing again.
Sinners?
Damn, this shit turned into a talent show, bro. What a question.
Like overstood, nigga, overly tweaking.
Hey, yo, Ak, I ain't gonna lie. You for this.
Is he
The
performing
fuck?
a
But this
Hey,
shit
song?
sound
he
like
got
slave
something though.
music,
He
bro. Come
hard
Hey,
though.
on,
y'all
gang.
chill,
That
chill,
sound that
chill,
shit sound
chill.
like some heat though, gangster.
Y'all chill out.
You credit this motherfucker's on that camera
Just a
shit.
country blues boy, don't be a stranger. She throw it back when she hit his bank. She got a face of 1,000 angels. She told me that you wouldn't knew the danger. Drama free and that she by the paper. I told her I ain't mad at you, baby. She smiled and asked me what's my name and looked me in my eyes and asked me where my old lady. Well, damn, shorty ain't play. Now I understand she be getting to it.
But can I
Trying to
spit my
hypnotize me with them
16X
deep
if this what
eyes,
we
but I
doing?
know what you doing. Girl, you look good and you do it. Where you going? Here, where you going? She whispered in my ear, she don't want a man before a couple bands. she'll throw it. Damn. Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Ack, it's only right you rate that
Hey,
shit from one
Hey,
to
Fuck
10.
going on?
Hey yo, I
no, not gonna lie. Hang on. Hey,
Hey,
please don't come up here and play your whole entire song. Please do not do that.
say
Hey,
yo,
yo,
act. What's up
yo,
with the
I got a
with a 5M
question.
server?
is that what?
What's up with a 5M server? I'm trying to develop a 5M server for you.
Uh, I think we're gonna have to just do it because there was a little bit part of me. I was like, yo, all right, GTA 6 about to come on, but like, yeah, it feels like it's never coming, right? Like, they said like a year, but they're keep doing pushback. So we're probably gonna have to do something to sort it. If you're
Yo,
down to run
I
a
make
5M server,
MLOs.
we can talk about it. Come on.
Yeah, I make MLOs. I dev. I done did some artist servers already.
Wow, nice.
Sleepy Hollow, 22Gs, Almighty
Hey,
J.
send me a friend request. I get with you.
Oh wow,
say it.
that's fire.
Hey,
Nah, no
Yo,
bullshit.
nigga, don't waste a second of your time or your money trying to sign finesse lame man.
what?
Nigga, don't waste a second of your time trying to sign that fat lame man, nigga, bro.
That
Why?
nigga is
Why?
lame, man.
Yo,
Finesse
I
music ain't going nowhere. That nigga got beef everywhere he go in the south, bro.
Really?
And that's
Oh
why his
yeah,
music
they
ain't going
chased that
nowhere.
nigga down in Atlanta with them choppers. Had that nigga running.
Nah, he get love out here in Texas, though.
Texas ain't the south, bro.
He crazy as fuck.
Texas ain't the south, bro.
Wait, Texas is in the South?
Texas
Texas
is
is
Yeah,
the
not
like
the
on
south.
the
What are
South.
you
strip.
Act.
saying?
Texas is not
Hey,
the
You
you
let
South.
word
Texas nigga
what?
claim the south
Texas
because
is
Pimp
not
C.
Georgia. Texas
Texas
is
is
not
not the south,
Louisiana.
nigga.
It is not the South.
Finesse can't come to Alabama. He can't come to
Or
Florida. He
Alabama,
can't go to
nigga.
Mississippi.
Hey,
Can't go to Georgia.
y'all, we got another chat coming up. Well, get off what she. I just say she was sitting there.
Put her on. Come on.
Well, speak then, baby.
I am
Right.
unforgettable. I am unforgettable desire.
Oh, what we talking about?
You got
I'm
something to say?
here.
All right,
Hello.
get it off.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's that? Know
Uh, okay, I'm academics. I really, really enjoy your commentary.
Thank
There are
you.
things that you say I don't agree with, and there are things that you say I really do agree with. And you know that's part of the reason why I follow you. It's
Thank you.
because we can agree to disagree.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. With that being said, tonight is something. The reason why I had to step up here. Um, Aiden Ross has gone beyond the beyond.
Mm.
Okay. And I feel like in a way you're not you say you're gonna have a discussion with him, but it he needs to be held accountable for the things that he has said. And I'm talking about the racist things he said.
Okay.
Like
So
the day before, wait. I'm just let me
go ahead.
rock one
Go
moment.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, the day before there was a guy that was apologizing for calling or saying the N word, right? And with the hard ER, Aiden said he doesn't need to apologize. There is things Aiden has said that has been very racial toned and that he does need to understand what climate we are in. I'm from Mississippi. Okay, so don't think that I know you can hear the southern tone in my voice,
Yeah.
but he it is things that he has said that he has to understand it's not okay. It's not okay. And now I'm not for him getting touched, but he can get touched. I'm not for him at all. But I am for him stopping the racial things that he has done, said, and approved.
Okay. Uh,
Okay.
I, I think what you're saying has all the merit in the world. Again, I'm. It's gonna come across like I'm like just like saying whatever he did or he said like is all good. That's not the truth. Um, what I'm speaking to is lack of knowledge and ignorance. So what I'm saying is that I don't believe him, who is someone who I don't believe he's racist, but I do believe that he probably has said certain things that has racial overtones that he might not be familiar with that we should educate him on. And now, granted, in my opinion, if we educate him on something and say, "Hey, listen, this bothers people who have color," might look at it this way. If he continues on that, or he says, "Fuck that," of course, I'd be with y'all in any type of, not only admonishment, but like any type of way he's categorized, right? But I don't believe that's his intent.
Yo,
But
Big Act, I got a
he has a
question
lot of
also.
racists around him though. Like I don't think
Hey,
Aiden's racist either, but he has that energy around him. Like most of the racist like grifters we see on YouTube come from his platform.
When I met Aiden, he ain't racist. I don't think Aiden racist, bro. When I
I
met
don't
him,
either, but it's weird.
dude was cool.
hey, hang on right quick. We got another chat.
Yo,
So y'all niggas been talking all night. We got another chat queen. Lex. Lex, what you got to say on?
Okay.
Not
All
here, I
right, bro.
guess.
Yo, you know
Just
what
put
I
niggas
want?
on the
You know
spot.
what I wanted to bring up? Yo,
Thanks.
Oh,
at
Hey,
I'm
while
a little
we in the middle
nervous.
of
Hey,
it,
that she go. Y'all let her talk.
I'm gonna keep it brief because y'all let's talk a lot. But I'm from Chicago,
How you doing?
and I might be the only fan of yours from Chicago. So I'm gonna speak for everybody. Bring your ass to Chicago. We ain't gonna do shit to you. We fuck with you.
Not if you just said you the only fan out there.
Yeah,
Hello.
like what
Fuck.
was that?
You gotta come out
Got
your
me
bag.
fucked up, Lex.
hey, yo,
Sound
I
that's
like
hey,
might be
LeBron
your
hey,
James
only
about to
yo,
be
fan,
in
but
this
come
bitch
on
welcome
here.
soon.
back
Hey,
to the
Fuck.
East
hey,
Side.
yo,
East
yo,
Side
hey,
Follow
by the
back.
way,
that shit, Act. Don't do it, bruh.
what a lot of people don't realize, like, I look at my demographics. Shit, let me see if I can take a screenshot of it. Like, I mean, Chicago is Chicago's always been one of my biggest, areas of support. Obviously, maybe not everybody likes me there, but whatever. But like, Chicago is I think a really amazing place, and I think they've always kind of like embraced me, and I've always embraced them. So it's like it's not necessarily like that I'm looking for Chicago to just like love me for whatever, but I do think they do have love for me for the most part.
I agree. They got no choice. You made Sosa.
You
Yep.
definitely
Yeah,
gotta
that's
visit though.
that.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
They fuck with you in the trenches, Act. That's overstood. That's all across America, bro.
Yeah, we in
M6, you trying
Atlanta.
to
We mess with
backdoor
you
act.
too, Act. Even though you calling us rats, we mess with you out here in Atlanta,
Oh, in
gang.
Atlanta, me and Bloody J got to
Yeah,
have
we
a
in
Rats,
Atlanta.
bro.
conversation. No, hold on.
I'm not rats though.
No, the Atlanta thing. I want everybody to keep the same energy there, and I feel like Atlanta's trying to pull a fast one on us. They're not trying to be honest about their
Act, we
alignment.
been calling them rats out there, out here too. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? We be calling all them dudes rats. Like
Who is
Atlanta
them,
not
nigga?
rocking
Put
with
the
that.
names on
Yeah,
it. Gunner a
facts.
rat. Thug a rat. Put the names on it, nigga.
But a nigga know them Atlanta niggas was weirdos. Like Pimp C said
Come on,
that.
Ty.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Hey,
got
bro, you can't diss the whole city, bro. Stop it, bro.
That's
Like, no,
crazy.
bro.
Take it up
It's
with
rap
Pimp
Hey,
C,
niggas.
tell
bro.
that
Don't
bitch
take it up with
ass.
me.
Hey,
What?
Yo,
What
act,
tell
I
that
got
nigga
a
happened?
tell
Don't get
question.
that.
started. Don't get that started, y'all.
Hey, yo, come
I
on,
got
we
a
on
question,
stage.
act.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up, bro? My name Tizzy, bro. Been fucking with your shit for a while long. I ain't gonna lie. I got everybody jumping with your shit. But quick question, like, so like where do you see the music for the hip hop in 2 to 3 years? Because like we all thought drill was about to fall off, and it's like drill took over, as you said. If it ain't being recorded, if the person ain't seem like they really doing shit, then they ain't. You feel me? So like, where's this gonna be in like 2 to 3 years?
So everything in hip hop is cyclical. So it's like right now, I believe everyone's kind of like looking at all these areas of hip hop and be like, well, I don't believe this. This is kind of cool. This is not like people are making their choices now. So, but it'll always exist. So it's just not natural where none of the stuff that we were all kind of feeding into just goes away. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's like at the same token, right? So we seen the Chicago drill scene pop off crazy, right?
Yeah.
So you feel like in the sense where in New York, do you feel like New York's drill scene just made a run for itself? So you think it's clipped for that, or you think it's like about to continue and Atlanta about to jump off and everybody about to else do their thing, and this is just about to be drill hip hop, and that's just what it is.
Say again.
Like, cause like the other shit that you saying, like the shit that's not being recorded, the people that's not outside are actually committing doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't taking their music serious. So like, what do they stand in the music scene?
Hmm.
Yo, Act.
Yo, hold on, let him answer, bro.
Wait, wait,
Oh,
no,
my bad.
no, no. I'm trying to get a good scope of the question. You're saying that for people who aren't into um
Right? Cause like me personally, I make music, but I don't be on that drill shit, right? But
yeah,
like my shit will not go farther unless I do a drill song. You feel me? Cause
you
I
know.
cause
True.
I
Oh,
live in
oh,
New
okay,
York
okay,
type shit.
okay. Thank you for saying that. So what I think people need now is more creativity. You know, it's kind of baked in the cake already. Now we're gonna see different different people doing X, Y, and Z. Like we kind of have to we have to have something where we're seeing they gotta be creativity that kind of like topples everything. Because right now everybody's just doing the same shit. So I think 2018 was like a great creativity era. Look who we got out of that, right? 2017, 2018, X, Juice World. It wasn't just people who were following like, oh, what's the formula working? Let me just do that. They were doing very different things and they were trying to like break the mold. That's what we need, if you ask me. We need very different things. We need people to break the mold.
Yo, act.
Yeah,
Yo,
I hear
Yo,
that, but we
act.
don't need nobody wearing no more skirts and shit.
What's your advice to indie
Yo,
artists right now?
yo. Oh damn, I got a question right after you, Leroy.
Oh shit, go ahead, bro.
Hey yo, act, bro. I got a question just like on the you side of things, gang, and like how the industry look at you, gang.
yeah,
So do you feel like, bro, the industry has made you the villain? And if you do, how do you feel sitting in that spot? You feel me? Like, do you feel like they try to villainize you or like, you know?
of course. You know, oftentimes I keep telling you like these days in striving to become better, I try to I watch like tonight, like when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna watch this stream over. I'm like, oh man, you didn't make a good point there. Like I'm really critical of myself. I want to give you guys really good stuff. Have they tried to make me the villain? Yeah, bro. I was really surprised. I was out. I was shocked. But I get it. You know what I tell you all the time. It's better to be liked than right. Yo, they
Yeah.
literally was trying to say, yo, they put this on Hot New Hip Hop and Double XL. Oh, people are saying academics is the reason for a global cultural divide among people who are young and old. And I'm like, are like what I didn't mention when I addressed it at first, I'm like, bro, do these people know I did the Warren? No, no, not Warren Shark. Did they know I did Everyday Struggle? Like, my nigga, I'm lit online. They tell me Joe Budden, which I didn't know too much about or how powerful his voice was. I knew he was a rapper. And I say, no, you know what a good conversation and good content would be? Put me in this guy. Let's do it. We have to figure it out.
See, but
Is
However,
every
however, people
is
now make me
every
the
struggle
villain.
returning or what?
They make me the villain because they said, "Oh no, you're one of the people who ruined this," and I'm like, "How?" So yeah, I
right,
agree with you. They do. I'm a little
right.
used to it though.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yo, I was about to say I got like a conspiracy theorist question about something you covered before.
What?
Boom. You remember when you covered that Trump hotel shooter, like who fake exposed like the
Yes.
Cassie and Diddy thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, right? So I'll be showing people that video and I'll be like, yo, he was fake like showing like giving evidence before this ever came to light. But he was talking about some other stuff like the black Illuminati and all of that
The
stuff.
Boule.
You think Yeah, the boule. You think like they really like like you think that part was real, like what he was talking about?
Mm. No, well, no. Yes, it's real. Like, and let me tell you this: in the history of time, people have always pooled together a few things: resources, money, power, and they've traded them, and that's how barter systems like kind of operate. Because you might have this particular land where this is rich of oil and that's good for money, but then you don't have this over there and that person has it. That's why all these things matter, if you ask me.
I definitely feel like it's something like controlling like the
Hey,
media. I feel like drill these days is like it's like modern gladiators. Like people just want to see like the best killer in drill music. That's what they gonna pay attention to and stuff. Like, and that's like who they. That's the only thing they gonna promote for real. Like, even if people be like, let's promote more positive stuff. Like, whoever control it just gonna keep pushing that the modern gladiator type. You know, that's what I feel like.
Mm. Roy, you hot ranking gang.
hey,
Y'all comment.
Yo, Akis Viper, what's good, yo?
Yo, what's good, Viper?
What's good, yo? 10 years in the making,
Yo, brother,
man.
it's been so long, man. A lot of people don't know your voice, but I know your voice without you even saying the name. I hope you've been good. You been good?
I'm good, bro. It's good to see you doing great. Like
Thank you, man.
you really killing this shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate
Since
you, man.
then, man, but I'm not gonna lie. You did one bad thing though. Ever since you stopped the hard on thoughts moving, this shit's been moving rampant.
Oh man.
Niggas been acting up. We got Offset, lost in space and time. Like, come on, bro. This shit's crazy.
Hey, so
Nigga
I
with
never
Selena
stopped the
Powell, like,
movement. I felt like people were trying to like expel me out of it because I made mistakes. Obviously, I made mistakes. You know what I mean?
you don't
And
make
like,
mistakes, but it's like they know what it is.
you know,
Like, come
no, no,
on,
but I
man.
think people don't though because, and this is why I've like I've gotten more a more realistic approach to stuff. I'm still hard on thoughts. It's just I got a more realistic approach. People feel like they want to hear from the people who are perfect, and I'm like, I feel like I'm the person you should want to hear from the most because I'm
No, that's a
not
fact.
perfect.
That's a.
I'm
I
not
feel like
in
that's how people
denial.
feel about Trump these days.
I've been everywhere on the spectrum to be like, bro, I remember being there. Like even when I give these guys advice, now I'm not shitting on them. I'm like, yo, dog, I've been there. I've been there. I've been like, you know what I mean? I've been hopelessly romantically like in love with a chick thinking she could be whatever and she's not. So like, for me, I don't look at it in terms of any shame with that, but like I do know certain people that be like, yo, well, you, that's why I also like usually I go really hard, pause, and I'm like, nah, you should do X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a being with you. Like when I went through some of the stuff I went through, nobody could tell me shit. It's like, yo, everybody be like, yo. Like I was telling my homies, and they were like, yo, bro, nigga, I told you a million times to leave Shorty. And I was like, you did. But I didn't listen. You know what I mean? So for me, you know, the Hard on Thoughts movement still continues and it still like exists. But I'll always say that, my age old motto is, you know, experience is the best teacher in life. It gives you the test after it gives before it gives you a lesson. So
True, true.
I had to go through these things. And sometimes when I'm seeing like these other dudes and they're like, they're in a position that we're like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm a little bit less harsh on them in saying, yo, why are you fucking up? Because everyone gotta hit their head. Like they gotta hit their head. They gotta like burn their hand on the stove. And but to help accentuate your point though, Viper, what I think is happening now is that people are realizing that they're missing out on a whole bunch of stuff like the red pill, all these things that are kind of teaching or at least instructed men like maybe you should be careful for yourself. They're all making a comeback because this is a true phenomenon. People are kind of like worried about the current state of what um you know
Just like a relationship, to be
yeah,
honest.
relationships and just what this like social economy is, if you ask me.
And that's a fact. Trust me, I understand.
But I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. Other than that,
Viper,
man,
come
I'm
around a little
fucking
bit
with
more
Aiden
often,
Ross.
man. Yo, you were one of my funniest people in the chat for like 10 years, bro. We've been like, you don't got doxes of anything, but like, everything been good with you?
Yeah, man. I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. I'm enjoying the chat. I want to send you some clothes for sure. I started making clothes. I remember we was talking about that.
Yeah.
I got some designs for you too. I'm gonna still email you some new designs if you need some stuff for the next year. It's World Cup year. I said next year. It's World Cup year, so and World Cup is in New York, so this shit finna be lit. You
Shit.
feel me?
Let's get it.
What else, man? What else? Yeah, I want to send you some clothes. You got a step flyer than Mano, man. Them niggas is not fly, bro. Them niggas is not. That's how you get them niggas mad. You want to get them niggas mad? You got to step. What Lil Dude said earlier, bro? You need some drip. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hey, hey,
I'll definitely send you some shit, man.
hey, the Mano stuff was just like, man, I really looked at that and it was just like so goofy to me because like, you know, this dude to me was trying to like pick an issue. Like
Yeah, that shit was corny.
yo,
I'm not gonna hold you. It was
I feel
corny.
like I was giving him credit. Like again, I gave him the credit. I'm like, yo, he told the story of us meeting. I don't think he'd lie, but like I told the same story. Like I'm not somebody who and even I remember when I ran to Dave Free, right? I ran to Dave Free and the TDE people said something to me. They were like, "Yo, I feel like you're gonna go online and just like whatever, make us look like." They were really concerned with that. I don't know if I ever told y'all this.
Bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so when I ran to Dave Free, the TDE guys were really concerned I was gonna go online and make them look pussy. Wait, what the hell y'all got going on here?
I
Yeah,
just
who's
muted
that?
him. I just muted him.
Okay,
I don't know what that was.
okay.
Hey, hey,
No,
I got
Let him finish,
yeah,
TJ. Hold on,
Wait,
let
let
him
him
finish.
finish. Let him finish real quick.
yeah, let me
oh
finish this
my
one.
bad.
So they were really concerned that like I was gonna go online, and they kind of said it to me. They're like, "Yo," they're like, "Yo, I feel like you came because their idea, and whatever. Maybe they had good reason, maybe not, but they were like, "Yo, you're here, and I feel like you're kind of like poking a hornet's nest. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, do we have to do something? Blah blah blah. It's like I feel like you're gonna go online and make us look pussy." And I'm like, no, dude, I came here to watch a show, and like, if you really think it's that serious that I'm I'm gonna go and lie about exactly what happened here, like, oh yeah, nah, them niggas is bitches. I was in there walking around telling niggas fuck all. Like, I'm like, no, but for
Nah.
them, that was their thing. Like, there was like, well, how do we kind of explain this?
Them niggas is old. They always feel like they gotta do something. It's like old intimidation. I feel like a lot of times, like these old niggas just feel like they gotta really do something to prove a point. You feel me? Like versus like us these days, like in this younger generation, we could like really talk this shit out, or just like really just sit down and have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like
and times have done change, man. Like
times don't change. Like times don't change.
to this day,
I'm
I would love to hear what they felt about the whole thing because I only got it in bits and pieces, and
to
I,
this day. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. After that encounter, the only time I heard about them was through Drake, and that threw me for a loop. I was like, I couldn't even understand what that was. I was like, wait. So you're telling me Dave Free is about to like pop like a fucking blood vessel because he's upset over whatever, and I don't hear about this. I leave the venue, everything's cool, and the next time I hear about it, Drake is calling me and Drake is saying, "Yo, did you say this to SZA?" And I'm like, whoa, what? I'm like, wait, first of all, you and SZA are cool? Like, I didn't even know him and SZA was cool. So I just thought the whole thing was goofy afterwards. I'm like, oh wait, hold on. So you're telling me, and that's why about it. I think I told you I was like when Kendrick was coming to Toronto, I was like, Drake, bro, you better pop out, nigga. Like all this tough talk you're talking, you better go pop out and go handle your business because it was so crazy to me when I heard that. Oh yeah, what was I saying? It was so crazy when I heard that SZA
Stay
reached
free.
out to Drake because I'm like, I thought y'all were mortal enemies. And then I kind of realized I'm like, yo, they're not even that mad at each other, but they're more mad at you because you're like the middle guy posting it. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they will be mad at the middle guy. You know what I mean? When you playing the middle guy, you don't really know what's going on both sides. It's like, you know, when you're not really informed as much as you should be, like niggas will really try to throw you in the fray for somebody to just take that hit.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's for sure. But other than that, man, I'm fucking with Aiden Ross ever since Dochi said she don't fuck with straight man. Sorry, man. She lost my vote. Um
yeah, yeah.
to just end it off, Trump, man, niggas is tied at Trump. The president of Venezuela, that dude was about to invade Guyana last year. Why is niggas acting like they forgot?
Oh,
Like,
was he?
yeah, he was for oil. Niggas acting like they forgot.
Oh shit.
Like, what? Come on, bro. Well, anyways, man, thanks for having me, yo. I keep
Appreciate you.
doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. Stay safe out here. God bless you, man. God bless you. God bless you. Say what's up to the moms for me, you know. And yeah, stay safe, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yo,
hey, Ak, I need to bring something up to you that you probably ain't been paying attention to.
Okay, come on.
So, you probably could look into it more
Mm-hmm.
and do a segment on it. But has hang on,
Huh?
my bad. As AI has been coming in like into the world. They've been getting AI music. And Sono signed a deal with Warner. They're partnered with Warner. So how you feel about AI joining the music business? Because I've talked to a lot of people and it's controversial. A lot of people don't like it. Timberland doing it. There's a lot going on. And that's it. Yeah.
Amazing question. So I'm gonna defer to an actual artist because here's the thing. Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie. Today I'm fucking around and I downloaded or I signed up for one of these AI, like, whatever. And in the sign up, it was like this thing that could make you a song. So I wrote out a couple lines and I said, make me a song about this. And I swear it generated lyrics in front of my face. And I was just like, oh my God. Instantly I thought, Eureka. I was just like, yo, if I, what? Wait. So you're telling me that an AI could just make up lyrics for you? Like, I would just do that. Why even bother? Like, the time it could take you to create one good song, you're going to create 10 bad songs, as opposed to you could have really quick, good, amazing songs like just get birthed out of nowhere just because of some chat GPT shit. If that makes sense.
Nah,
So,
facts.
can I get a question in
Yeah.
real quick, at?
Yeah.
I got two questions for you. At the end of your career, when everything's said and done, how would you like everything to end for you? And my second question is something funny. What is the most pettiest reason you stopped talking to a female? Not the ones that we know about.
yo, I'm next, by the way.
Um when all is said and done, I hope people remember that I was just like them. Um Really meaning that I had the same dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and the only difference between me and them was hard work and just thinking outside the box. And you know, whatever influence, whether it's a direct influence, whether it's like you know, I want people to be like, hey, you help move this along. And what was the other question?
What was the most pettiest reason that you stopped talking to a female? Ones that we don't know about.
Mm, most pettiest
I had a
reason.
girl meet me on the first date. She didn't shave her underarm, so I walked off.
Valid.
Um, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have like a better one, but like it's probably the age old like I'm a grown ass man. Like yo, we ain't fuck on the first day. Like yo, you're cut off. I ain't got time for this.
I feel you. I feel you. And
I ain't got
shout out to the truck drivers because you keep me up at night, my boy.
for real.
Love what you do. Keep grinding.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. And but because you said that, I'm gonna put in more work because I got to keep you. You know what I mean, getting that money for your family, brother. I got you.
I'm at work right now, my boy. You're doing great. Keep up the grind.
Yo,
Oh, love, brother.
and
Yeah.
that's what
Yo,
get me
what's up,
mad,
Art?
bro.
What up?
Yo, what's up, Art? This is Shadi. I'm calling in from Kenya, Africa, bro.
Ooh, Kenya. I'm about to put on
Yeah,
the
bro. I
map on
had to
your
slip out
ass.
of the office for a while to talk to Big. Yo, so I had some sort of opinion that I wanted your take on in regards to hip hop music, the place where we are right now, and how it is viewed in Africa. So mostly right now we are not Africa. We are not listening to a lot of hip hop music. Afrobeat has taken over big time in Africa. And back in the day, we would go to a club and jam up to some hip hop tracks. This day, nowhere. Like some guys might be extremely huge in the US. I'm sure maybe guys are into, let's say, Boss Mandela. Here, nobody is listening to that person. Only a few people, the high people, sort of the high in the community. Those are the type of people only that are listening to guys listen.
Brother, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. I don't know what you just said.
Yeah, your
I
mic
know
is
what
going
he.
off.
Yo,
Nah, his
somebody give me a
mic is going
translator,
off,
man.
brother.
Oh. Let me disconnect. Let me disconnect. Bluetooth. How about now? Am I okay now?
Yeah.
Slow it down a little bit too, so he can hear you.
Am I audible right now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you good, but just slow it down some, brody.
God damn.
Repeat your question, man. Go ahead.
Okay.
Damn, what the hell you got?
Hey, let me go. I think he gone.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
you go
did.
next.
All right. Look, I wanted to speak on something. I'm from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
All right. So look, Doechii was in my top five rapped. So I'm just start off by saying that all this like industry plant stuff we always talking about. Ain't gonna lie. Part of me see where people be coming from. Then the other half of me really just be like, it really don't make no sense. Even if we speak about the Grammy from a production standpoint, the Grammy never really even rocked with that whole trap sound. The Grammy always rocked with that whole like Pharrell boom bap type sound, and that's what typically win the Grammys. At least in my pair, at least from what I see. Like even when you look and you see the whole alligator bites never
Yeah.
heal, like you see like we the next best thing that I think could have won was we don't trust you by you know future and
Future
yeah
Metro.
future. So it's like I definitely think that's hard. The J Cole, I definitely do think it had that like boom bap essence, but really, I mean, I think that was really just drowned out by that whole beef because that was so did that, and to me that was never even pushed super hard like all of the rest of the stuff. And then on top of that industry plant stuff, it's like I feel like we just be going so crazy. And by the way, I'm not even speaking about the whole Aiden thing. I ain't really talking about none of that. I'm just speaking about just Doechii as an artist. Cause I did rock with it. And when I listened to it, I was expecting not to rock with it, but I listened to it and I did rock with it because I make beats and stuff as well. And then on top of that, going back to this industry plant stuff, like the industry plant stuff is how we keep the whole industry moving. Like I feel like Atlanta put each other on. Who's to say all of them
Nice,
is not?
that's facts.
Who's to say everybody in that industry is not a plant because they all work together and put their next one on? It's like going off some of the standards I hear people saying when people say King Von is the industry plant that Lil Durk planet. It's like to me all that stuff really it just don't make sense.
Hmm. Interesting. No. I de- I definitely understand and agree with you somewhat. Um, you know, we're kind of watching as it feels like some new shit happening where when it comes to just how everybody looks at like information being put out. Um, I don't know. It's much different than we've seen in the past. So you know the way you're looking at it and the way we're looking at it and everybody else is looking at it, it's just definitely different. So this is why I spend my time trying to figure out like where is all of this going because it's gonna be for a reason. Clearly,
Hey, I have a
Yes.
question for you when you finish.
go
Can
ahead.
I go next?
Go ahead.
You go ahead, bro.
No, no, facts. Go ahead. No, you good, bro.
No, no,
I'll
no.
go.
Your questions first, bro. Fuck me. Go ahead,
Man, if
bro.
y'all niggas
Oh,
don't
okay.
go.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
so I have a few questions. Is Blackjack Kendrick's bodyguard. Um, as a person from the West Coast, I've been, watching your stream for about years since the war at Chirac and everything like that. Um, I don't know if this has ever popped up in your head or you ever thought about it, but have you ever thought about expanding over to the West Coast? Even though I know, you mess with Say Cheese, you mess with Adam 22 and everything like that. But I mean, when we're talking about platforms from Say Cheese, No Jumper, and Act, you're clearly ahead of them by like a long shot. And I was just like wondering, like, because I'm a business person, so I'm just kind of like thinking like future ahead, like, is he trying to expand over to take over the whole like U.S.? Is he gonna get a young prodigy under him to where he can continue this thing on forever and ever? And also, how do you feel your next 10 years will go? Career wise, or like where your head's at for it. And then yeah, I think that's it.
No, absolutely. This is gonna sound really egotistical and pompous, and I'm not trying to come across like that, but I feel the West Coast kind of needs someone like me, and
Correct.
it sounds very egotistical and pompous, but let me explain. The West Coast, I feel like they lean too much into just regular local things. I remember
Hmm.
saying that to Flacco. I said, Flacco, listen, man, bruh, with all due respect, nobody gives a fuck about four extras about to start a war. Like, come on, bro. Like, these
Yeah.
aren't things like these are things that you could do well with numbers wise within a niche, but like if you're really trying to grind and grow the shit, you gotta like escape out of some of these webs, and that's the
Yeah.
issue.
So, and then second, what was the second thing? Um, Prodigy in next 5 years. Like, are you on a like? Because I know you have your turn up stages and everything like that, where you turn up on the rappers and stuff like that. Do you feel like Ack is still on like I'm with whatever, or you kind of calming it down 2026?
It's never calming it down.
Okay.
I've always had this fire within me. Pause, and just generally, I want to win. Um, I want to be recognized. I felt everything I ever did was to earn respect. I only start responding to rappers in the way I did because I wanted to earn their respect. I think now people respect me. You don't see me just randomly going on rants on people who I've been cool with. That's not me.
Hmm.
So if you ask me in terms of how do I look at certain stuff, is um, it's a different outlook. I'm not getting soft. Is I'm getting smarter, and I'm also realizing that some of this stuff is bullshit. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Correct. Yeah, I hear you.
Yo,
Well, that.
I was gonna say, your boy Rainwater got beef with Shaq, huh?
I'm gonna leave. Hey, I'm gonna leave Shaq alone, man. Like Shaq, one of them niggas. You can't even beef him. You gotta wait till he die.
He took rainwater, bitch. He took it. He took
What,
his artist. He took rainwater artist.
bro?
They going down through that, bro. He done dropped the. He ain't dropped it yet, but he got a diss track cooking up on Rain and some more shit.
Jesus Christ, man.
My question was,
I will give Glasses Malone the address to where the fuck Aiden's doing his boxing match at. I would love to watch this shit in real time. Like again, it would be stupid. Like it's just not gonna happen. Like Aiden moves right. He does his thing. Um, don't dog whistle for some bullshit to happen. You know. So whatever. Oh, I'm still in Discord. All right, let me take four more questions on Discord. I am sorry. Hold on, sorry.
yeah,
I'm
hey,
Okay, okay.
being
hey,
dead
All right,
ass.
I'm back. I'm
That
back. I'm
shit
back. I'm
just
back.
don't
All
I'm
right,
about to
transfer
go
I
make
into
a
I got
room,
time
gang.
for
This
music.
shit's
four more
chaotic.
questions. Four more questions. I'm in here. Four more
Yo,
questions.
Ak,
Oh
hold up. I
shit.
got my question.
Oh, what's
Hey,
up, Aggie?
okay, the
Welcome back. Welcome
biggest
back.
question
Welcome
right
back.
now
Yeah,
is
we about
what
Yo,
to
state
get
fam.
is
into
Yo,
it, man.
30
Toronto
seconds,
in
guys.
after
Hold on,
the
Aggie.
Oh,
Let
beef?
Ak,
us
I got a
calm the
question.
stage
Ak,
down
I
because
got
it's
a
a
Shit,
little
Aki
question.
funny as
crazy.
hell.
Lock
What
him
is the
up.
what is the
We about
state
to
that the
we about
Toronto
to
up
boom
and
this.
coming artists are in right now?
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
mute up,
what?
man. Coming back.
Uh, uh
All right, he said four more questions, niggas.
Let
Don't talk
SB
at
go. Let
once.
SB go. Let SB go.
Okay, I just
All
said
right.
after the beef with the Toronto, I mean Drake and Kendrick,
mhm.
what state is the up and coming artist is coming out of Toronto? Where do they stand right now? Because there's a lot of talent out here that needs to get heard. Like they need to get heard. Real shit.
Well, I don't really think that beef necessarily controls their fate. I feel like they drop in a regular bucket of maybe really dope rap artists that's coming from, a city with like a recognizable name. Um,
We're on Apple Music right now, but we're not getting a push because of the not like us era. Like it's now 2026. Can you guys now hear the new artists that are coming out? Like, please.
yeah.
No.
Now I have a bigger take, and I probably want to bring this take out on like maybe another stream, but I'll lay out the take for as I think Kendrick has. Okay, look at everything you're seeing in hip hop. I told you hip hop has turned to politics. The people who you'll realize in hip hop like each other, they identify with things outside of hip hop. Like for example, I feel like Kendrick has galvanized the quote unquote FBA movement, right? The like I guess maybe I fall on the other side because they're like those are the tethers and the others and the whatever, and those are like the Drake people. Honestly, like you don't really see the FBAs like, oh no, we love Drake. It's kind of like turned really political. Like you see sides, but beyond what that's been right, and going to your point about like Canada is that I do believe this particular battle has kind of set people a little bit anti against this idea of not like us. And again, I'm not blaming Kendrick because I know people are
It's
really sensitive.
holding the rest of the artists back. That's my thing. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's made people kind of like look at artists that's not from these recognizable places and be like, well, you're kind of like this
we made the
outcast.
we made Drake, we made The Weeknd, we made Tory Lanez, we have Pressa, we have Top Five, and there's way more better artists than that. Way
Yep.
more.
And
You got to blame record labels too.
no,
Naomi Sharon is under Ovo, and she hasn't gotten any limelight that she deserves under Ovo. Drake holds his own artist from shining just as bad as the record labels do.
But
OVO.
Naomi Sharon is
I'm
on
sorry. What's
tour. She
over?
came to America. She came to. She was in Europe and the Netherlands. I I got a lot of buzz from Naomi Sharon.
mm,
And
Yeah,
she don't get the buzz that she
I got her
Nah,
deserves.
that's a
analytics right
fact.
here. She's actually doing pretty good, bro. I'm literally
Yeah,
looking
on
at this
tour.
right now.
He is now, but
I feel
for a
like OVO
while,
But the
artists,
talent
Naomi
is
they are
Sharon
gone.
big
was not.
overseas and in Canada. Like they are subject to being in Canada. Majority of OVO artists are from Canada, if you
Right.
technically think about it. So like Roy Woods, like he has a New York
Marley,
presence,
exactly.
but
Roy
he's
Woods, exactly.
mainly overseas. Like he tours overseas.
Exactly.
High Jordan, they tour overseas, but they are Canadian. So I could be wrong, but I believe that all OVO artists is basically are based from Toronto, but they are marketed overseas.
I,
Yeah, I
I,
can see.
Now,
Yeah,
you
you're
Yeah,
right.
guys are
You're
I
right.
good.
I'm
think
in
looking at it right
I
You
think
reality,
now.
have
do
to be
work
on this.
like
They
that.
primary
I ain't
I
gonna
think
demographic
they
say
I
do
got a
work.
nothing.
question.
These
Yo,
days.
y'all gotta mute up, gang. Please, minds, please, like, check the staff chat, please. Could y'all
Okay.
talk at one time, please? Because it's so chaotic on the stream.
Yes.
who's
Thank you.
next?
I got a quick question. Because we speaking about overseas. I want to know, is there something going on in the industry where all the artists and damn near like even the festivals are performing overseas? We're barely getting any like love in America anymore. Like even Rolling Loud went overseas. Like they never gonna come back? What's going on? Did you hear anything?
So, no, 100%. You're making a point. I do believe that some of these tours and some of these like people's concert, they're kind of like doing an international leg. Nothing that is like anti-US right now. It's mostly, again, it's a cycle of the live show experience where after COVID, so we're talking about 2022, the most lucrative places to be was to do US tours. And I think every artist for the most part is like they've exhausted that well. And now it's like they're trying to find new places on how to do whatever. And this is why you're seeing them overseas a little bit more. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to come back domestically.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia's taken over
Oh, that
Yeah.
too.
entertainment.
That too. That too. You know, Saudi Arabia has brought up a lot of culture and entertainment. So, for them, they don't care about dropping a B or dropping, and when I mean a B, I mean a billion to get what they want in terms of the particular artist or whatever aesthetic they're looking for.
And we still have a couple people. We had the last chance, but we still got some people that still been waiting to ask their questions.
Oh, okay,
So
bring him on.
Yo,
we got
Act, what up, Act?
Yo, what up, bro?
Yo, I cannot believe, yo, we got academics in the chat. He in the trenches with us, y'all.
Come
Yo,
on,
y'all,
man.
yo, we got, yo, first of all, foremost, shout out to the mods for setting this up. This is sacred, by the way. What up, Act?
What up, bro?
Shout out to the mods for setting this up. I love the format. Bro. This is super dope. I think we still got to figure out like a balance between like turning up and putting Act to sleep like he off the Henny listening to B-side Drake. But I like it, man. I'm fucking with it. But yo, shout out to Act, man. He really in the trench with us.
Bro,
I
what's
just
your
want
question, gang? What's the question, nigga?
yeah, let me show some love to Act, bro. I don't get to talk to Act too much.
Nigga, there's
Ask
people
that four
online
more
with you, bro.
questions, gang. What's the
Let
question,
me
nigga?
just show some love, bro. Like we really gotta appreciate Act, man. Like he really be putting it on for the whole chat for real.
Shout out
Nah,
to
thank you
Ike.
so
Shout
much.
out to you.
just two things, Act. But I just want to say before I get to the two things I want to mention, we really appreciate you, bro. I just want to make sure that your mental health is good and your physical health is good.
Nah, thank you.
We need you, bro. And we ask a lot of you, but I don't know how many people ask how you're doing. So we just want to make sure that you're good. I think the chat really would agree with that. They're probably gonna say I'm glazing, but
No, that
that
was
just shows
Nigga,
perfect.
his mama ask him how he doing, bro. What's the question, gang?
Kim,
Yo, chill. Times you ODing. Times
Times,
like
you
what the
wildin',
fuck,
I
bro.
know
bro?
the chat. I know the chat
Hold on.
Hey,
got
hey,
scared.
hey, by the way, I give you guys a mental health update. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the last, doing that 30 for 30 was it was definitely mentally therapeutic, but in a good way. Um, having a little bit more regimented. I know I wasn't on time every single day, this and third, but kind of getting back to okay, knowing at the end of the day, you have to stream today. It was really good. I'll tell you some benefits from it. It did push away a few distractions from me. Like, it kind of put me back in the place of really kind of realizing what mattered. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's the reason why I'm trying to keep up the consistency. It's been doing good for me mentally because obviously last year I went through a breakup, I went through all type of stuff, and I definitely depend on what day or whatever. Like I was kind of up, down, left, right, and sometimes especially towards the beginning of the year, it would definitely depend. Like what y'all didn't know is that, and that's why I know what Kai be going through, bro. Like how many times like I was going stream and like some shit happened I didn't stream because it's like personal life shit, and you gotta have your personal life at like this really like manageable but happy space. So if you can't be unhappy and be like, oh, I'm gonna get on stream and make everybody else happy, that's gonna be shitty. And you can't also be like unfulfilled and want to get on stream every day. So it's like you got to get to this very manageable medium of you feel like you have your personal life in check to be able to be your best self to get on stream to I call it dropping 40. You want to get on stream and drop 40 because when you get off stream and everybody's like, yo, that was a good stream, like you feel good. I feel good. I feel real good about that. But if you've asked me, and not necessarily because we all got to live life, a lot of times, in the past couple of years, like I was definitely worn out by a lot of personal issues with like people, but I felt like that was just life because I was seeking happiness in other things as well. So relationships and stuff like that. But at this point, I realized I'm like, ain't no damn relationship. If I'm feeling like Kai told my mental health, that relationship ain't worth it. I'm good. So these days, I got a short leash and a short tolerance, man. If I'm arguing with a chick, it's over.
Yo, I feel that, and I'm glad you got that awareness too.
Yo,
Because,
that's a
act,
fact,
to be
bro.
honest, you make that shit look so easy, bro. Like we come from Twitter Spaces. You was talking to my co-host Claire. She was up here earlier. She's one of the chat queens,
Oh, nice.
and we be seeing Stony and Fast be going crazy on Spaces, but you be like live every single day, and you make that shit look so easy. That's why we just want to make sure that you're good and just checking up.
Oh, no,
I'll be quick. I know other people want to chime in, but speaking of that, these upcoming content creators, like we seen you the OGs, we know. We see you transition from doing like short clips with the, check out your boy Academics. I can't do that. I've been trying that shit every day. I can't do that. We see you transition from like the short clips to doing like long streams. Like, what's the game behind that? Like, do you see like a value difference in like posting like constant videos, short clips every single day, as opposed to now what you're doing, like doing live streams every day? Like, what's the value for the upcoming content creators?
Great question. I've also said I'm probably not the best person to give advice to the new content creators because of what you have to do. Like if I was gonna give advice to the new content creators, I would probably have to give them game on, yo, when you're trying to separate yourself. Like when I blew up, separating yourself was being unique, having unique takes, being comedic, this and third. These days, I feel like
Hold on, one second.
you're fighting an algorithm as well. So
Hold on, one second. One second. I'll
it's
set you up. All right. Hello?
Yeah, that shit time be up
TJ, you hot mic. You hot mic.
24 hours. Talking
so,
about
so
everything.
yo, so it's
TJ, you're
hard.
hot
TJ, you
mic.
hot mic and TJ.
Mhm. Yo, so it's hard for me to like just give like advice within that vacuum. But for me these days, um, for new content creators and content that I do, I try to follow like the only content that controls me and the only content I feel like I'm doing is talking to y'all. And this is why I don't. There was a time I was like, oh, I have to do an episode of Off the Record. And then I kind of said, no, it's one of my properties, and I'll do it when there is something that comes up. But I don't need to fiend to do it. What I need to do is speak to y'all, and it was always my goal to speak to y'all in long increments. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard the story of, or I tell the same stories a lot, especially about my past. The reason why I did these 4 or 5 minute videos where I'm like, it's what you're gonna like. I rushed through the intro because I wanted
Yeah, that
to.
shit right there, act. That shit right there.
Yeah, I used to rush through this intro to try to get to like 4 or 5 minutes, And YouTube I'm a math guy, so I would look at the retention rate. I'm like, yo, people ain't watching for more than 2 minutes. So you need to get everything into 2 minutes. You need to give somebody a reason to come back in 2 minutes. So give them a little bit of funny, give them a little bit of whatever. And I remember watching people who had longer broadcasts, and this is one of the reasons I didn't want to start a podcast at first, because my retention was really short. Like people like the quick bite-sized updates, and I was just like, I'm hoping one day they'll grow with me, that I could maybe be on stream, and I do it now. Like, and shit, I could tell you guys, talk 20 minutes about my dog, and you know, what I mean, some people might be like, all right, next topic, but you guys are still generally intrigued about what I'm talking about, and I think that's a blessing. So for me, I'm extremely happy. But what I'm doing now is what I wanted content to be. Now, granted, and this is the last part of my answer to that gentleman, was that things do change in the content world, right? And I don't want to chase trends, but I also want to be realistic and understand what people are consuming. So whether it's okay, well, people like debates. All right, say that becomes a thing. I would love to get back in the debate sphere. Actually, that's one of the things I'm kind of like urging to do. You know, and maybe it's because like also I've been like watching a lot of political stuff. I kind of want to, and maybe we started here where I'm like, and I know the mods could help it, where we almost do like, you know, a pause, like a 20v1 extra pause, like a 20v1 where I want to get back in the debate space. Like I really love everyday struggle for that. You know, these days I feel like I do a good job of kind of hitting these soliloquies, and I'm kind of, you know, like I'm racking my brain all day listening to content, trying to come up with like these like theories that I could properly vet out. And I think about it, I'm like, is that? And I'll kind of like pencil a couple of them. I'm like, all right, let me look up a little bit more things, and I'm trying to come up with like really educated like thoughts. And that's why when people like it goes viral, like I'm really thinking about these things. I'm really trying to like encapsulate the game in these really bite-sized format that you guys could understand, but also that could really make this shit make sense. So uh, those are the kind of things I've been kind of doing. But in reality, you know what I really want to do? I want to do debates. Like I felt like I wish I could go back and debate Joe Budden now. You know why? Because I feel like Joe was like a great showman, and he was good at debate back then. And I thought I was good with like information and facts, but I wasn't a good showman then. I miss debating, like just straight up debate. Like here's a topic, whatever the topic is, let's debate. So
Well, you're in the right place.
yeah, that's the thing. So
Facts.
maybe we kind of kick that off, and maybe we see how that format goes. Maybe the mods could like organize maybe like once a week or twice a week, and we get 5 subjects or whatever, and 5 subjects, 10 people, and a fucking timer, and we just kind of debate it off. Because to me, you know, and I don't know if people speak about their content or them doing content like this. I need to keep mentally sharp, right? I need to keep mentally sharp. I need to able to be able to debate, be humorous. That's part of like having. It's like that muscle for broadcasting. You got to be in the game. Like this is something that you have to do. So I miss doing that, and I'm hoping that as the year goes by, I would do that. By the way, also they do this in politics all the time. If somebody, you know, obviously I wouldn't want to be sitting there debating like a bum like DJ Head or something like that. But for anybody who, but for anybody who's like, yo, kind of like maybe they have opposite views about the rap game or whatever I'm into, I would love to do like a live debate or something like that. You know,
So I'll tell you this. How would you feel about having a conversation with Stephen A. Smith?
oh, Stephen A. Smith, of course.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah,
All right, that's cool.
I don't believe that would be much of a necessarily a debate though, because you know, number one, he's great with. I would never debate sports with a guy who's good at sports, who's good at like analyzing sports. I do believe there's some cultural things, and this is why I love people like Dr. Umar. Like Dr. Umar he's a well thought out. He's very knowledgeable about a bunch of stuff, and just culturally, I think there's a lot of conversation that could be had. So whenever I have a conversation with him, that would be great. But I always remember and I remind myself frequently, your job is to use language, your vernacular, your um, lyrical dexterity, so to speak, to be able to convey a point to get people to understand, and hopefully they could, you know, agree with it, or if not, they could be moved by it to have a difference of opinion. You know, I always say an entertainer that doesn't evoke emotion is not an entertainer at all. You're just boring. So that's the Rosen dweebs of the world. So, you know, I would love to debate again. So if y'all got somebody who y'all think would be a
Yeah,
good,
we're gonna set that up because I definitely will be fighting for my life sometime in here.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't think act you ever really had like people really
Oh, this the
really
perfect
like
person
challenge
right
you.
here.
Yeah, you already know me, Stody.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
I definitely feel like there's a lot of people who want to like challenge some of your opinions, and I think it definitely would be fun, 100%. Having those conversations.
yeah. And
Like,
again, if you heard what I said a few minutes ago, is like a lot of this is also building out like these ideas. And I don't know if other media personalities think like this. Maybe like obviously I live in this media gossip space and this like current events, but I've been really like I literally rack my brain every day. Like I got this whole theory which is just not complete yet because I've been really thinking about like for me. And by the way, as soon as I say it, everybody's gonna run with it. It's like what killed the modern day like these podcasts that were like almost institutions. Like I feel like about like a year ago or a year or two ago, there was all these podcasts and like these things that were like institutions. And you know, obviously it's kind of shitty because some people just hate me that much that as soon as I say it, they're gonna act like I'm talking shit, but I'm not. I'm really just trying to like rack my brain and think about things that's actually happening. Like for example, again, I'm thinking about. I'm not committed to this, but I've been thinking about like for example, you know, I felt like there was like this top four when it came to podcasting, right? Like you had the Joe, you had the $1 million worth of game, you had
drink champs.
Drink Champs, and I was wondering like, for me, and maybe it's just me, I don't hear that much about the others that
Yep.
anymore. And this was I was thinking. I was like, well, here's the thing. I think Gillian Wallow used to be the podcast for the streets. Well, it makes sense if that's like the street adjacent podcast that when the streets is in a lull, maybe we're not. I remember going to their podcast almost every week or every other week and seeing the biggest interviews, and it hasn't been that anymore. And I'm like, well, maybe that's because the streets hasn't been that anymore, really, right? And then I was like, maybe, and I'm like, well, kind of, but not really, because there's still street conversations happening, but it's just happening in Atlanta. But then we see the rise of Big Bank, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe that's what's going on. So then I'm like, all right, cool. Now let's think about let's say Drink Champs, because I remember Drink Champs was like dropping these epic interviews. Here's what I realized that happened with like, you know, the Drink Champs of the world. Drink Champs was the amazing podcast. Yeah, you go, you drink, you get lit, you turn up, but you hear these dope stories about these legends. Here's what's happened and made maybe that format a little bit different, or we look at it different in terms of how we think it's lit. All the rappers that would go there to give these stories got their own podcast now. The Memphis Bleaks got their own podcast. I mean, even the niggas who you
Mm-hmm.
think would barely get on there, the Manos of the world got their own podcast. All of the legends that would go there to give their story now got their own podcast. You got Joe and Jada. They're all giving their
Ada,
own.
Joe. Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
I was
So
gonna say that, Act. I was gonna say that I feel like there's two different, or maybe plenty, but the top two answers I have, I feel like Joe Budden is dominating the fucking podcast space, like incredibly, to where he's getting everybody to kind of watch his. And then two, I feel like for streaming, people are going on streams, people are watching streams,
true.
so
Oh,
they're not like watching podcasts as frequent as they used to because their attention span is like, okay, I want to see what you're doing live. And I think that's the shift. And like you said, the OGs are going and having their own podcast, so they don't need to. I honestly do miss Drink Champs. I'm sad that they don't have a lot of episodes that
Yeah,
are popping.
and by the way, it's a widespread effect too, right? So like, I'm not only just talking about Drink Champ to maybe $1 million worth of game because shit. And when it comes to things like this, I always feel like I got to throw myself in a mix that people don't say I'm hating. So it's like, all right, well, think about off the record, right? Off the record, um, I used to have two versions of it. Like when I signed on to Spotify, there was two versions of it: me and a guest, and then the solo podcast would just be me talking. Over time, I just said, "Yo, I could just do all this on stream. Like, why? What? Like, who cares about the format if it's a podcast or not? Like, I could just
Mhm.
talk, right?
Right.
So I then turned off the record into an interview type outlet. But here's the thing about interview type outlets, and then I'm using me just that niggas can't say I'm hating, and I'm using like say the Breakfast Club or what else is like a more interview based. Anyway, I can't think of it now, but the point is this: those outlets, the artists that would normally go to those outlets for an interview, this and third, they go to a stream or they go to like this boutique, their own particular interviewer that's gonna give them a whatever interview they want. They're not necessarily saying, "Oh, we got to go to the Breakfast Club," or they're not necessarily saying, "Oh, we got to go to whatever podcast," right? So that's what I've realized that the podcast landscape has changed, and I wholeheartedly believe the reason why Joe Budden has kind of stayed king in that kind of realm is that his shit never was related to that. His shit is kind of all about it's me and the homies, and really it's him, right? He's the battery, he's the driving force, and it works for him. But it kind of gives me a lot of understanding of why I feel like podcasts are different these days because we're just not having the same conversations anymore. If you ask me.
I agree.
Any
Yo,
more
I got a
questions?
question real quick.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
All right, we got
we
hold on
are we
real quick. We got Black up next. Black, go ahead and ask the question real quick. Go ahead, Black. All right, Black ain't there.
I think they fell asleep.
I, I can go. I can go.
Go ahead, real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ax. So my question was, with the new, not to say underground, but the new artists arising, like whether they're from the UK, like Fake Mink or SD Kid, But how come you don't really put a focus on them, like you put a focus on like the newer artists like Uzi, Cardi, when they first started?
Wait. Say again. The new artist from where?
So like Fake Mink, SD Kid, like the UK artists, not even just UK, but more underground. I feel like their sound is becoming more mainstream, whether that's from Cardi or Uzi or whoever the influence really was. But my question was, how come you don't really put attention on them like you did for the Cardis, the Uzis, the Kodaks, the young boys, like now?
So truthfully, here's the thing: if you're mentioning like, and what you're probably mentioning is probably like a newer wave of like UK young artists that's coming through. I gotta say, like,
Exactly.
the ceiling for them to break through is a little bit, it's a little bit higher because in reality, the hip hop, the identity of hip hop is still based in the US. So when it comes to UK artists, it feels like the UK has to break into the US in terms of attention in this and third rather than the other way around. And that's the reason why, for a UK artist, you got to get to a certain point. Like by the time Burner Boy had broken into the American, like, maybe ecosystem, even though there's like Africans everywhere, but like he was really way bigger than people thought he was. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's also the same with the UK artists. They're gonna have to break through a ceiling that's a little bit higher than most people would think.
What about underground in general? Like the underground wave. Do you feel like that's becoming more of the mainstream now that, not to say rap is dying, but mainstream rap like Lil Baby, not to say Dirk, but like the mainstream sounds kind of dying down. Do you think underground would eventually, not just UK underground, but underground in general, could be like a new sound, you know, because Cardi has a lot of artists like 1300 Saint, like a bunch of those guys, you know, like appeared on Blackboy Max's stream, made a crazy song called Party.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, I don't know, that could be a new mainstream sound eventually. What do you think?
No, of course. No, of course. However, we just got to be honest about um a lot of what we think is like underground is just like this niche support, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you you can't really like you can't really predict when that's going to be the thing everybody takes on to. So again, for
Mm.
me, there's underground artists that could do an arena. And what I mean by underground is that mainstream wise, people don't know them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like I remember speaking to mad people and just explaining to them that, right after a whole lot of red, Cardi went on you know, an arena tour, and for them, they were like, so you're telling me that the guy who sings that in New York I Millie Rock song is like he's doing arenas because they can't even understand it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So do you think
Do you
eventually,
think
like, there's, my bad, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was gonna ask, do you think like things like AI and new utensils or tools needed to make music is gonna change the rarity of underground music and or people who make underground music?
Oh yeah. This is a variation of a question I was asked before earlier. I don't know if I answered it succinctly, but I'll answer it here. Yo, there's this website, and I just signed up for it, and it's because I was watching like this YouTube video, and this guy got like this song, and I'm like, yo, this song's kind of culture, it's kind of popping, but like, who's the artist? And I realized they made it an AI. So I signed up for this website, and the website literally says, just tell us a few words what you're trying to make the song about. You write it, and it literally writes out lyrics for you, and then you get to pick what type of vibe, what type of beat, and it creates a song for you. And I was like, Jesus
Is it
Christ.
Samo?
Um,
Don't say the
Like
website.
Sono.
Don't say the website.
yeah, I can't
Okay.
remember,
Don't say it. Don't say
Oh
it.
no,
Don't
don't say
say
it.
it,
Okay.
don't say it.
but
Fuck no.
watching that, I was just like, yo, I can't tell. Obviously, I'm not just like a pure artist, but if I was an artist, would I rely on that for help in a studio? Or would I say, fuck just help? I'm just gonna have that be the thing that just kind of gives all the you know it,
We've been having that debate actually.
yeah.
It's been heavy. It's been a heavy, heavy topic in here. I'm talking, it got real, like niggas was yelling, they was getting upset because there are people who use certain AI tools to enhance their music. And people feel like it's not okay. Other artists are feeling like, oh, if you have to use that, you're not a real artist. I feel like personally, if you're using it to enhance your song, that's different. But to flat out make an AI song, I feel like I can tell the difference. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like a real produced song.
I don't feel
So
like there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, because
I
I've
don't feel
heard
like
some AI songs that I never knew AI would be incorporated in.
That ass.
Definitely.
In 7 to 10 years, I fuck around and be bald. So I'm gonna enhance my shit by getting a wig or getting my fucking hairline done
Bro,
or
you
some
can go
shit
to
like that. So
Turkey.
I'm a
yeah,
Y'all
fucking
gonna get an
It's
it
I'm not
happened
gonna
different.
even
already.
hold you. I'm not gonna even hold you. There's like two AI artists that I've been listening to for like the last month. You feel me? And they fire. You see what I'm saying?
Fire. I
Fire.
believe you.
yo,
Yeah.
Act, you seen the AI artist that diss Kaylani?
No.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's little
Yeah.
weird shit like that, bro. AI lit. I ain't going shit on AI game.
But facts, do you kind of feel weird when like you hear an AI artist talks about like, yo, the times that I cried and stuff like that, and
Nah, gang. AI can get emotional.
Having to sell this dope,
I've
but you
never,
AI.
no, whoever just said that, I never thought about it like that. That's pretty funny.
It's
Hey,
Kendra,
hey, y'all
yeah.
ain't never watched Chappie? Come on, man. Chappie mama got killed and Chappie
Please
Hey,
got
be for
crazy,
real.
man.
hey,
I love that movie.
it's like 5:30 here. Listen, I've been on for 6 hours. Hey, one more question. I'm gonna give you one more question. And by the
Yo,
way,
last
Real,
question.
real quick.
Let me get this shit off. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a big
Can
fan
I
of you,
cut
bro.
you
I've
go
been
back?
trying to ask my questions for an hour, my nigga.
oh, go
But
ahead.
yo, I just wanna bro, I just wanna say, bro, you helped me with my childhood, my nigga. I wouldn't know about this rap shit if it weren't for you and social media and shit. So first off, I just want to say that you kind of helped me, bro. I'm like 19 now, bro. I've been like fucking with you for like 7 years, my nigga. I'm a chat nigga. I've been fucking with you since I was 12. But one question I just gotta ask you, bro. Hold up.
You good? Take your time, bro. Take your
Yeah,
time, bro.
if it's a lesson
No.
life taught you that you had to fail to understand, what would it be?
If there was a lesson that life taught me that I had to fail to understand,
Yeah, what would it be?
um, how old are you?
19.
Okay. I think this. I've always said this, and I wish I could tell it to myself at 19. And it was the exact age I always say this. I wish I could go back and tell myself that don't panic, don't give up. It's gonna work out. The things that made me doubtful, that almost made me quit, that almost made me, not saying like I don't think I ever was ready to crash out, was always not knowing. It's one of the when I think about life and how I thought then compared to how I thought now, because I didn't know if it was gonna work out. And what I mean is, I had this goal. I was going to school. I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do this. I wish I could tell myself then it'll work out, and also to appreciate the failures, because at that point I felt like I was so hard on myself, and I was just like, yo, there was moments I was just like, I'm a fucking loser, bro. I'm like, yo, everybody's like kind of living life. I'm like chasing this idea of me being a broadcaster. And yeah, you had the good days where you'd be like, oh no, I think I'm making some progress. But most of the days you're like, man, this shit just sucks. So if I could tell myself then, it was like, don't be afraid of failure, and also don't think because you don't see tangible process you're not moving forward. If that makes sense.
I'm applied, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
Yo, Ack, I
I,
know you gotta go. I just want to say on one thing. I appreciate you for everything that you're doing. For me and the chat niggas, and I also want to say nobody bigger than the chat. I hope you have a good night, and we'll holler tomorrow.
100%.
No
Thank you
bullshit.
guys.
No
Nobody
yeah.
bigger
bigger
than
than the
chat.
chat.
Hey, thank you,
Appreciate
Act.
Thank
that.
you.
Hey, thank
Dead
you
Big up
ass.
my
guys so
brother
much.
Ak. Big up my brother Ak.
Yeah, of course. Is it? Thank you guys so much. Listen, you guys have put a new, like a newfound like motivation in me. I don't think I've streamed this much in a long time, and I'm still not tired of it, which is a good thing. Which is, I could tell that I'm that motivation and the support you guys have been giving me. It's been really good. So,
Hey, Ak, I got one suggestion for you. When you have
mm-hmm.
Nice.
something that you need diverse opinions on,
Uh huh.
just ping it in the chat. Ping it in the chat and let the chat niggas give
Yeah.
you their opinions on it.
No, 100%. No, and definitely thank you for that too, and thank all of y'all for being here. Chat. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow. Obviously, there's topics here, there, whatever. Some topics are small, some topics are whatever. But just remember, my goal is to stream. You know, at least I'm going into this year thinking 4 to 5 days, at least a year. Oh, not a year. I mean a week.
Bumbo
Yeah.
Ak. Hold on, Ak.
Bye, Act.
But I think
That
we've been
nigga
doing good.
tired.
I think we've been
Man,
doing
get you
good,
some rest, bro.
and 100%. I appreciate you guys for respecting the effort, and it's a reciprocal thing. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are giving me your attention. You guys could be doing anything else in the world. I know when I show up, I'm trying to come with it. I'm trying to make sure I'm entertaining you guys, giving you something that you could be like, yo, this nigga was, he was entertaining tonight, and I appreciate you guys' time. So, we'll get to it, but tomorrow we'll be back on. Can't tell you what time we'll be back on tomorrow. Obviously, I'm aiming for earlier than 11 o'clock or 11 o'clock Eastern time, but appreciate you guys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and also we gotta increase a lot more of these Discord sessions. And I would love for if we could get like some shit where like we get some debates going on. I'd moderate
All
some
right.
debates. Maybe me and Fax we
All
moderate
right.
some
Say
debates.
that.
All right.
Yo, act no funny shit. I was listening to you talk about it, right? But you don't even notice. But we having a debate at the studio tomorrow.
Oh really?
With street niggas and with civilians.
Oh shit.
That
All
and I
right.
shouldn't
Yeah,
even have
we've been
said that
cooking up.
shit.
We've been cooking
I
up.
shouldn't. Yeah, we gonna cut. Yeah, I shouldn't even have said that shit. But yeah, hell yeah, we doing that shit tomorrow. Facts. Shout out to my nigga Leaf, man. I love you, bro.
Y'all gonna be streaming
Yes.
it or what? It's gonna be like
We
pre-recorded.
gonna pre-record it.
Ah, shit.
All right,
I
shit.
bet.
You send me
Say
a little
less. I'm gonna share
details,
that
man.
shit.
Chat, everybody, thank
Yes,
y'all
sir.
for popping in tonight. Listen, we'll be back on tomorrow. Just make sure you guys are, again, the idea I've been pushing is that, listen, ain't nothing bigger than the chat. We're all one, and I hope you guys do look at it where I'm no better than you guys. You guys are no better than me. We're literally the same people, and whatever goal you have in life, just keep working for it. Uh, Again, it might not take a day, might not take a week, might not take a year, might take 2 or 3, might take 5, but we'll get there eventually. All right, chat. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Love to all you guys
Later.
in here.
See ya.
Yo, Facts, Stoney, I see y'all in
Yes,
here.
sir.
Where my nigga Wale? I ain't seen him in here today.
That
Nah,
nigga
he ain't
tough,
hop
man.
Bro,
on.
might
He
might get
probably
some pussy
sleep
right
or
now.
Hey
Might
yo.
something.
get some pussy.
He must be with a
Nah.
white chick, huh? Anyway, all right, bet. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. All right, love.
Ain't
Big up,
Later.
big
nobody
up, big up,
bigger.
big up,
All
big
right,
up.
All
bro.
right,
Nobody
hey, yeah,
bigger.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get it.
Shout out
Ain't nothing
AJ.
bigger than the fucking chat.
Nothing bigger
Hey,
than
Yo,
hello.
that was good, chat. I ain't gonna
Very